Welcome to Capras TV episode 1 for 2023. Proudly brought to you by Jack Treneman and his team at SMW, our front of jersey sponsor, engineering continuous improvement. Today I'm joined by head coach of our Hostplus Cup team, Lionel Harbin. Welcome, Lionel.
Good morning, Justin.
Tough game on the weekend, Lionel, against the Tweed Seagulls in round 1 at a Brown Park clash in a packed stadium. Boys started well, but a bit of a tough finish.
Yeah, you're right. I thought we pretty much looked in good control of that game for the majority of it. And then, yeah, Tweed are a good side. They clawed their way back. I thought we sort of helped them there a bit with the way we finished our sets off. But, you know, full credit to them. You know, they found their way, and it was 22 all there with about 5 to go. And, yeah, fortunate for us. You know, we had Anthony kick the field goal in the dying minute.
Yeah, look, I know the forwards played a really big contribution to that game and getting us where we needed to be. So, what were your thoughts on some of the players in the team?
Yeah, like you said, the forwards, I thought JJ and Bailey really laid the platform in that first stint that they had on the field. And, you know, we were able to get out to a good lead there. And, you know, Anthony and Cody and Jack were able to play off the back of that. So they were really dominant in that first stint. And then, yeah, like I said, then, you know, again, like Tweed found a way to claw their way back into it.
Just to let the community know, the Friday night was our first chance to have a captain's run with the full team, including the 4 Dolphins players. What type of restrictions or, you know, does that put on the team going into round 1?
Yeah, it was challenging, obviously, because, you know, those boys hadn't trained with us before. But in saying that, like, they're professionals, you know, they've been doing it a long time, and, you know, they've had a lot of experience at playing at the highest level. So, you know, they come back and they fitted in really well, and you could tell by the way they started in that game on Saturday night. So, you know, like, again, it's going to be challenging at times. You know, we go to Townsville this week, and, you know, they'll meet us in Townsville. But like I said, you know, it's just something that we're going to have to deal with and get on with.
Yeah, and also some debutants for game 1, round 1 at Brown Park. There was a few of those boys.
Yeah, I thought they went really well. You know, young Dallin Peters, who's come through our academies and our junior system. You know, I thought he went really good on that right edge. And then, you know, we had Samuel Yedget, who's come over from the Hunters and joined us. He went really well in that his stint, and when he came off the bench. And obviously Tommy Farr on the wing. You know, he got a try and debut, and I thought he worked really well on that right edge as well.
Yeah, and credit to those Dolphins players also. They come up meeting a lot of the players for the first time, and they did play really well. You said how professional they were on the field, and that really showed, and I'm really glad that showed in front of a huge crowd at Brown Park. So this weekend, Sunday afternoon footy, Townsville against the Blackhawks. That's going to be a tough outfit.
Yeah, it's always a tough ask going up there to Townsville and playing the Blackhawks. You know, they've got a quality side. You know, they've got a big influx of, you know, Cowboys players coming back to them this year, and you know, like I said, they've trialled well, so we'll be in for a tough game on Sunday.
Yep, and just to, we will talk to some other coaches throughout the seasons of Capras TV, but the BMD girls had their round 1 clash on the weekend here at Brown Park as well, and they got off to a great win. Yeah,
there was a really dominant performance from them girls. I thought they played really well, and yeah, it was good to see a couple of them, our younger girls, get a play and make their debut as well. I thought Lily Yarrow, you know, there's a lot that's been spoken about Lily, and, you know, I just thought she, you know, performed really well on the weekend.
We also had our 16 Cyril Connell team, our Oswide Bank under-18 Mel Meninga team, and our Harvey Norman under-19 team in Cairns, playing the Northern Pride. We had 2 wins with the 16s and the 19s, and the 18s just unfortunately couldn't get the job done. And also our under-21s went up to Cairns that weekend also for a trial game against Pride and had a really successful win, 50-12 over the Northern Pride Colts. So there's some really good wins up there.
Yeah, some really good performances. You know, our juniors have, I think they're into their 4th round this weekend. They've been performing really well. I thought the 16s started their campaign really good, and yeah, Walson Carlos is doing a really good job with the 19s. The 18s are, yeah, unlucky on the weekend, but, you know, the main thing we want to see there is that group keeps developing, and, you know, they're feeding through into our 21s.
Yep, and so the Blackhawks game on the weekend, what do we need to improve on? What do we need to do to make sure we get across the line this Sunday?
Yeah, I think just one of the things that we didn't do well on the weekend was just finish our sets well. So our kicking game definitely needs to improve this weekend. You know, the Black Hawks have got a really good back five who are really big and strong and physical and bring the ball back well. So we're going to have to do a really good job there.
Well, joining us now is the number 9, Trey Brown, sponsored by Tenz's Auto Care Yeppoon. Welcome, Trey.
Justin?
How did you find the game on the weekend?
Yeah, it was a tough game. It's always a good clash with Tweed. They found a way back in after we dominated at the start, and yeah, they performed pretty well, but yeah, we were lucky to get away with the win.
And our first hit out for 2023, how did you think the boys went?
Yeah, pretty well, yeah. I thought we were good in patches, and we had some moments where we need to improve on, and we'll get better as the weeks go on.
Playing with the likes of Cody Nicarima, Anthony Milford, Oliver Gildart, JJ Collins, what is that experience like? Yeah,
it's really good. We only had one session with them this week, but just sort of the way they conduct themselves and their professionalism, yeah, it's really good for us guys that haven't really ever played at that level, and I think they bring a lot to the, not only the club but the team itself.
Yes, and Townsville this weekend, we're on the road up Sunday afternoon football. Are you excited for the opportunity?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. They always provide a tough test up there, especially in Townsville. It's always hot, it's always conditions that can either really mess with you or you get through them pretty well. Yeah, we're excited. We understand that's going to be a big challenge, but yeah, we're ready to go.
Well, thanks for popping into Capras TV, Trey, and good luck for this weekend. So we're on the road for a few weeks now. Then we're back at Brown Park on the 25th of March. So we're looking for a big crowd on the 25th of March. We hope to see you all there, but we'll see you next week for the second edition of Capras TV.